We're getting Jim's key levels for gold and silver this week up next. Happy to be reunited with Jim this week. Jim, thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning, Daniela. Nice to see you.
Jim, gold price is trading modestly lower this Tuesday morning, and we're seeing more money flow into the stock market. Are people shying away from gold, Jim?
Well, first of all, Daniela, this morning's price pressure was technically related. We hit some sell stops to exacerbate the downside price move. We're seeing some bearish outside markets, the firmer dollar and weaker crude oil prices. But yes, indeed, overall, the past several weeks or even the past few months, we have seen keener investor interest in the stock market. You've seen the U.S. stock market, some of the U.S. indexes hit new 5-year or even all-time highs in the Dow, and that is funneling investor money into those markets, into the equities, and limiting interest into the raw commodity sector, including gold, the safe haven metal.
Right, so gold does generally act as a safe haven, but are investors sensing that there's less global risk? What about the situation in North Korea? What about Cyprus? Shouldn't this be helping gold, Jim?
You know, investors are fickle on a near-term basis. They seem to be right now ignoring the North Korean rhetoric toward South Korea and the U.S. But this situation, I think, is serious. It could get more serious and escalate quickly. And if that is the case, you're going to see demand for safe haven gold. So we're just going to have to watch that situation closely.
Jim, sticking to Asia for a second, we saw China's manufacturing data released yesterday signaling that the world's second largest economy is still on track and healthy. Could that be bearish for gold?
Well, I think, Daniela, that could actually be an underlying supportive factor for gold going forward, because that suggests that demand for raw commodities in the coming weeks or few months is going to be on the upswing in China. So I think that might actually be an underlying bullish factor for the gold market.
Jim, in your morning commentary, you indicated that there's an outflow of investor money from ETFs. But does that mean that investors are just shying away from gold? How do we know that they're not just switching over to physical?
No, I have not heard about that, but I just strongly suspect that you're seeing some weak-handed longs. By that I mean gold investors that have just come in to be buyers the past few weeks or few months, and they may be underwater, and they're liquidating those positions, maybe putting those funds into the stock market. That's what you're seeing, I think, with those ETFs.
All right, Jim, let's turn now to your Wyckoff market rating for gold and silver this week.
Well, gold just this morning as we speak hit a 2-week low. We've done some, the bulls continue to fade, and the bears even gained some downside near-term momentum today. So I'm giving gold a rating of 3.5. That tilts toward the bearish camp. We've got some solid technical support for the gold market at the 1577 area. Further downside support is seen at the March low of 1562.50. Overhead resistance now, once again, the 1600 level in June gold.
And key numbers for silver, Jim.
For the silver market, we are looking at support at the $27 level, resistance at this week's high of 28.36. The silver market bears have really gained some downside momentum. New multi-month low in silver just today. So the bears have gained some downside momentum. Silver gets a 2.5 Wyckoff's market rating.
Jim, what do you think is crushing silver right now?
Here's an interesting point. The fact that silver has been hit so hard suggests that the investor appetite for the raw commodity sector is really waning, and you've seen sharply lower grain prices. You've seen some solid selling pressure in the softs commodities, the international foods. Yet the gold market, when you compare gold to silver and maybe gold to the grains and some of those other markets I mentioned, gold is not behaving as badly, which suggests that there is a bit of underlying safe haven demand in the gold market, even though prices are on the decline today.
Jim, good thoughts from you this Tuesday. See you next week.
Can't wait till next time, Daniela.
And thanks for watching this edition of Technically Speaking with Jim Wyckoff. You can email us any comments or questions at newsfeedback@kitco.com or follow this conversation at Daniela Cambone. Thanks for watching.